Hi guys. Okay, so I thought I would talk to you all today about contacts and glasses, mainly contacts, because I had gotten a comment on my last video, which was actually my first video, from someone named the Chipmunk Man. They had told me that in my last video that my eyes looked very bright and shiny and asked me if I wore contacts or glasses, and asked me to do a video on it if I had, and so I'm making this video for that commenter. I do wear contacts and glasses, obviously. You can see my glasses. I started wearing glasses sometime around in elementary school, about 1st or 2nd grade. I could see fine during the day when I was little, but when it started getting closer to night, my eyes would start to get a little fuzzy and I really couldn't see that well. And so my dad had taken me to the eye doctor. Turned out I needed glasses. He got me glasses. The more I wore glasses, the worse my eyes started getting, and the more I hated wearing glasses, because nobody really wore glasses in my school, which everybody thought they were kind of cool when I was little because nobody really had them. And a lot of people on my dad's side of the family wears glasses a lot, but I never really liked wearing them because it hurts like my nose sometimes, or it'll hurt like my ears sometimes. And like, that's not always the case. You can probably find glasses more comfortable that wouldn't hurt you, but I just got fed up with it. I was a little kid. I hated having these glasses on my face. So a couple of years later, I asked my dad if I could get contacts because my cousin Destin had started wearing contacts. She also needs glasses, and after she started wearing contacts, that like hit me like I don't have to wear these anymore. I don't have to wear these bulky glasses on my face. Now I love glasses, but when I was little, I hated them. I hated wearing them all the time. And every once in a while, I like to switch back and forth between contacts and glasses. But when I was little, I just hated glasses, and I wanted contacts very badly. So my dad said, okay, so he took me to the eye doctor, and we got contacts. And the first contacts I ever got were these. They're my favorite brand of contacts, actually. I don't know if you can see it very well. But anyway, so these were my favorite type of contacts. These are actually the last ones I had before I switched over to another type that I will get into in a second. But these were very great. They don't really dry out much. They're very comfortable. They don't make my eyes itch. They don't make me drowsy feeling. I noticed like with other brands, like sometimes they'll make you like kind of want to close your eyes like you're sleepy. But they're very comfortable. I really love these. The older I started getting, I had realized that I really couldn't see very well out of one of my eyes, even after I would go to the eye doctor and get my eyes checked out. And Dad started talking to the doctor because I was little, I didn't really understand. I just knew that I couldn't see very well out of one of my eyes. I don't really remember which one it was. It probably was my right one, because the last time I had been to the eye doctor, they told me I had astigmatism in this eye, which I guess it developed. So this eye is worse than my left eye. But before we found out that I had astigmatism, they were just kind of different. I didn't have astigmatism yet, but they had to start sending my contacts with little stickers on them in the mail, so I wouldn't get my contacts mixed up. But that still didn't help being a little kid, because I would open the package, I would tear apart the contact package and lay it on the counter, and then I would open another box and I would tear it out, and then I would put them beside each other and like open them and get them ready to stick in my eye, and then I would be like, oh no, I don't remember which one was my right and which one was my left. And I'd have to look on the box for the numbers and like look on the containers with the numbers, and it wasn't good to give a little kid that stuff. My parents probably should have helped me out a little bit. But I noticed also the older I started getting, the more I started paying attention to people's eyes. My mom has very ice blue eyes, and my dad has brown eyes. And I guess I'm kind of in between. My eyes are kind of a hazily color. They're just like brown and green. And I love the green in my eyes, but I don't really like the brown in my eyes. And I want people to notice the green more, but they don't really. But anyway, my cousin started getting blue contacts. I thought that was really cool. So I went to my dad and I was like, hey, I want blue contacts. So I went to the eye doctor. They set out samples of contacts in front of me, and I tried on blue contacts. And I picked out these ones, and they were a very brilliant blue color. They were very pretty. It was just, someone probably should have been in there helping me pick these out. I ordered them, I had them sent to my house, and I started wearing them. They were very different looking. I even had one kid get in my face and was like, oh my gosh, they're digital. They looked like I had lizard eyes, or maybe like dragon eyes or something. They were so blue. And they really stuck out. And I loved them, but after a while of having them, I realized these kind of look ridiculous. They didn't look natural at all. They actually kind of looked scary looking. And so I had went back to clear contacts because they were just kind of, freaky looking. I liked my clear contacts again, I was kind of glad I had them back. I loved my blue contacts, but they just weren't natural looking. And so I was really happy to have my clear contacts back. I don't like my eye color how it is now, and I've just got to where now I love green eyes. I mean, I still love blue eyes, but my best friend has green eyes, so I got green contacts. I don't really remember with the blue contact what brand they were, and I've already thrown away the box and stuff because that was such a long time ago. But recently I've got these, and I kind of like them. I've got a little R on this one and an L on this one, so I could tell them apart. I'm a lot older now, so I don't have really trouble with it anymore. But here's the brand they are. I don't know if you can see that. I do like these a lot, and actually when I was at the eye doctor trying them out, there was colors on the table like with them in people's eyes, and I pointed out the ones that I liked. These ones that I got, the green ones, they had a picture of it on the table. It was like a foresty green. This guy came in there and he was like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I actually really like these." And he grabbed them, he opened the box, and he handed me out 2 pair and left the room. I don't think he was the happiest camper. I'm pretty sure he wasn't having a good day. And he just plopped down 2 in front of me, and I freaked out because the contacts, they did not look green. Like when he took them out of the box and was handing them down to me, they didn't look green. They actually looked very yellow to me. And I don't know if you can see that right there. It's kind of a green color, but it looks pretty yellow. I don't know, maybe it's just me. It wasn't a foresty green look, the color that I had hoped for. Being the shy, quiet person I am, I didn't say anything about it. And he left the room, and I was like, oh my goodness, these aren't gonna look good. I'm gonna have cat eyes, this is gonna be terrible. But I put them on, and I actually loved them. They were fantastic. I think the reason they turned out looking so well is because I already did have green in my eyes. But anyway, so I got the green contacts, and I do like these contacts, but I've noticed with these, I have to change the solution a lot more. And even with my blue contacts, I didn't have to do that, because these, the longer I have them in, the more my eyes hurt, especially if I did not soak them in clean solution every night. With these though, I could sleep in them. I could go 2 or 3 days without changing my solution, and these would still feel great. They would still feel amazing, and I could go long periods of time wearing these. You were supposed to change them every week. I would change them every month just because I could. I didn't really like the idea of throwing them away when I could still see out of them, and they still felt comfortable. But when they started feeling uncomfortable and started getting blurred, that was when I did throw them away. But I could go a month without changing these, and that's what I loved about these. But these, I'm still on my first pair because I did recently get them, but I've noticed so far that I don't really like them that much. They dry out really easy in my eyes. They don't really itch that bad unless I didn't change my solution. But with these, you have to change the solution every single night because they irritate my eyes very bad if I do not change my solution. They are nice looking, but I've noticed by the end of the day, I want to get these out of my eyes as soon as possible. They are pretty good contacts. I do like them a lot, to be honest, even though they sometimes irritate me. There's some days, if I change my solution every night like I'm supposed to with these, they don't really give me that much trouble. They are really pretty, but they can get irritating sometimes. But the solution I use is this Opti-Free Express solution. I just get it at Dollar General, Walmart. It comes with a contact case if you get the big bottle, and I do love this solution. I've used it actually ever since I got contacts. I have tried other solutions and stuff. My sister would buy other solutions because they were cheaper, and I would try them if I ran out of this. And I never really liked any other solution except for this. I feel like this is a really great solution, and it works really well with my eyes, so I don't really want to change my solution. And plus, I don't want to risk irritating my eyes. Changing your solution to a different brand might irritate your eyes. I don't really know if that's true or not, but I've noticed if I tried using other solutions that my sister had bought, my contacts would start irritating a little bit, but I do love this solution a lot. It's a really nice solution. It keeps my contacts very comfortable. Okay, but anyway, so I figured I would just put my contacts in and show you guys how I put my contacts in. So here we go. Okay, and these are my green contacts. And in order to put in my contact, I just pull my eye open and I stick it in. I'm just gonna do that for you guys. Okay, there my right eye's in. Okay, I'm gonna stick my left eye in. And there we go. Now I have my contacts in, and I just kind of want you all to see. So you guys can see the green, see how green they are. Okay. And I'm not gonna really take them out right now, but I figured I would tell you guys how I take them out. I just do the same thing. I pull my eye open, and then I pull down with my middle finger, and I take my thumb and my index finger as I'm pulling down with my middle finger, and I pull up on my eyelid, and you'll just stick your index finger and your thumb in, and you'll just pinch it up very gently and just pull it out. It's very simple. I actually even have to take out my boyfriend's contacts sometimes because he can't take them out on his own. But if I don't have my contacts in, I'm very blind. I cannot see very far away. I can only see up close what's in front of me. So if I'm looking at someone like across the room, I have to squint my eyes and I still probably can't make out who they are or anything. Well, that's all I had to talk to you all about. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of me, please subscribe. Peace out, Girl Scouts.